So, all right. So there was some network issues. That's why that stream got somewhat disturbed in between. So please, I request you to join this one currently, and it's been again. You will get all the regarding information. That stream was only for 14 minutes, but now we are going to spend time over here. And based on your scenario, but brother, the question what you asked was really good to me, and what you should really concentrate on will be that as I was telling, that in India we have service-based companies on the top. So definitely, first of all, try to do some recent and some updated knowledge on Angular. That's really required. If you really plan to pursue for Angular, then you should be really tough on TypeScript, because writing TypeScript generic codes, and also using the types, the new types into the TypeScript, into the TypeScript 5, and also how Angular works with the new concepts, with standalone components or with the signals or the deferred views, basically the Angular 16 and Angular 17. So that knowledge is very important. You should able to know Angular after 15, because there are so many new things after 17. So that would be my first preference whenever I'm trying to achieve some goals in interview. Okay. And I was saying that if you need any help, I also do teach different technologies. These are around 50 technologies what I teach, what I have learned myself around the entire span. I also do offer certifications valid all India. So you can grab those, you can learn those, and there will be a personal one-to-one session where you get assignments, you get office level assignments, you get to learn the practicality in that technology and why is that used, how you use it with some corporate applications, how you develop an application, how you integrate Electron or Ionic with your web application, and so much more. So my personal preference would be you should go with Angular with Python. Okay, that's more scalable and more target you can get, as if you're planning to go for full stack developer. Okay, so that's my answer to your question, Karthik. Thanks for raising this question, and we shall continue. Now, if I can now directly see on my screen, this was my home page. Okay, let's check. Yeah, uh, cool. Yeah, this was my homepage. Now, as we have seen in the images, first of all, I need some sort of header, this one, white header. And here I'm trying to teach you PrimeNG. And yeah, another thing for you, Karthik, will be that you should understand PrimeNG. PrimeNG is the top, PrimeNG or Angular Material. These are the top two UI libraries for Angular. So if it's a front-end job, then yeah, you should know these uh, things as well. So what I want is the menu. We can change the styles a bit later, but for now I want a menu. So we see we need a kind of mega menu, something like this, but for now I plan to just use the menu bar where I can get some logo, okay, and I can also search menu bar, and in the APIs we can set what basic structure do we need. Okay, so these are the things we can be very cool with this stuff. But as per my expectation, I do support some icons, and I also want this Instagram logo with a search in between. Now, this menu item can also be created on a self node. Okay, this can also be created as a self thing, but that's up to us how we want to deal with the menu. Do we want these items, or do we plan to just provide some straightforward functionalities? So here What I'm now going to do is for this menu bar, I'm going to copy this module and to this standalone component, this one, I am now going to turn because I want to teach you standalone components as well. So standalone to true. Now, when standalone is true, you can import any of the component. That means you don't need this home page component to be the part of your module. Standalone means they can totally rely on themselves. They don't need to depend on any module in order to get any dependency. You can use any of your modules directly into your components. So that's the story of a standalone component. Okay. So now I have this component, and if in order to use this menu, what I need to use is I need uh, this menu bar. Now we can totally argue that a menu bar should be uh, a separate component, but sure, we will refactor our code once we have something on screen. Okay, so it's going to be a collection of menu items, and now in order to fill this menu item, I want to implement on init lifecycle hook for Angular like this. Now I can do a public ng on init like this. Let's remove this double ng on inits, and here I want to then assign this dot items is equals, and you know how your item should look like. So we can have a label, and the label for this would be brand. And if you want, you can also do something like this. Okay, you can just allow some templating as well. It's always cool if you want to add some items to it. It's cool, but as I've seen how Instagram looks, then I don't prefer using that. I can see some menu, but in the HTML, I also wanna have the logo. Okay, but the logo will be for Instagram, and if I do think I have the logo Instagram. So let's copy this name, and instead of this, now I can use the directive for src, and I can just do something like this: assets slash logo dot png. If I see, yeah, these are, and we have the logo. Obviously, you can control the height. I need it to be a bigger one. Let's keep the height for this as 50. And if you want to play with this, you can do something like width. The width of the image would be 100, I guess. Or if you want it, it can be a 120, I suppose. And let's increase the height a bit. So I want the height to be somewhere around 65. Okay, so here we can clearly see that we have an Instagram uh, menu top. Okay, now if I see here in here with the Instagram, obviously we are going to place these things, but here we also have some search bar. And if you want to have some search bar, then you can probably go to the input text. Here you get this search bar. Okay, we can grab this one. And before you do, you just need to grab this inputs. So we again go to our home page. Okay, and here we can then provide our input text module. And as this is a standard component, we can just supply this input module. And now we can simply copy this input for the search one, the search icon. Okay, here. Okay, and let's place this with here. And I am not interested for any two-way binding right now, so I will just save this file, and if I go and check out, so I also have something. And if you prefer, why I don't have those icons, because right now I don't have that icons, uh, I don't have the icon package installed. And if you want to install that icon package, then what you can do probably is you can just go to this page. Okay, you can go to this page, and on this page you need to go to get started installation, and here you need to now have the icons. I think they have changed a bit, but for the icons we need to first of all do npm install icons, and we will cross check if we have those icons pre-installed. No, we don't have, so we need to install them. We need to cancel our server and do run our npm install npm I prime icons, and this will install prime icons to our package. Really cool. And then we need to import this file prime icons to our styles.css file here. So here I can then import this, and yeah, now we just need to do, we just need to ng serve. Okay. Okay, so VS Code stop responding. Let's just clear this problem. Yeah, ng serve like this. And now you will notice that our icon will take effect as soon as we get our site loaded. Let's wait for it to load, and it's there. Let's give it a quick reload. And you see we have this search icon over here. Perfect. Now, now what we want is these icons are also there. So we have, let's say, one, two, three, four icons. Let's take four icons. So for the icons, what I'm going to do is, if you notice to this PrimeNG, here you can see that if we go one level back, where we were dealing with the menu here. Here we have this end template, so we can grab this thing and we come to our home page. Here we can grab this thing. Let's also format our code a bit. Now if we go over here, we have this end. Okay, we have this end, but instead of this end, what we really want is our icons. So let's first of all place this thing. Okay, and now we want our icons. So for the icons, let's go to the PrimeNG, and here we search for the prime icons, and here we need few of those icons. Let's just go to this. Okay, let's click get started, icons, and now we need few icons. First of all, we need that heart icon to, because we saw there we had that heart icon. So do we get any heart? Yeah, PAI heart. So you can grab this name, and here we just need to specify as I class, where you write PI and the icon name itself, and then you can close this thing, and when you check here, get this heart icon. Okay, so heart icon is there, and for now I'm placing this here. Okay, let me just now concentrate on my icon. Let's simply place it here. Yeah, so this is my heart icon. Okay, And if you see, we have more icons to it. Don't worry about the styling. We are going to style each and everything, but we need a home and we need a message sending type kind of icon. So home is also here. You will find the home icon as well. Let me give it a quick check. Mm, You get this home icon, PI home. So let's grab that thing. I class PI home. Let's close this thing. And then you need some message sending, that pointing out that message that yeah, you are sending that message. So we need that icon as well. And I know that that icon is also available because I have been working with PrimeNG for past 5 6 years. So that message sending icon is also there. We just need to be a little sharp on our eyes. Message sending icon. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Uh, oh my goodness, where is it? Yeah, PI send. Get this thing? So after home, it's I class PI send, just like this. And don't forget to each and every time do a formatting. And in the next part, if I get 500 views on this video, then these all three videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, will be available on GitHub, where you can directly download this course. Okay, now we need this compass icon, compass. So I think compass also is there. I saw that a bit ago. Let me just give it a quick check. We have that compass icon. Do we? We definitely have that thing. Yeah, PI compass. I told you, like, you need a sharp eyes to see that thing. So it's a PI compass. And if we can now see, we have all those icons. And if you want to check that out, I always recommend that you should probably increase the size of your window. That's good. And now you can see that we have those icons here. Now, there are different situations how you can deal with those icons. Either you can go with flex, or I can you can do anything. For now, what I will do is I am going to wrap it with a div, because div is a full block element. So that means it will grab the entire width. And now I can give it a class of let's give it a class of flex row, I guess. And towards this CSS file for this, we can do flex row, and we can do display flex. Okay, I know by default it's a row, but then also you should be justify content. First of all, the flex direction should be row. In case you want to change it to column, justify content can be a space evenly. We want to space everything evenly, and the align items should be center one. Okay, and I want to give a gap to your div. You can definitely give height to 100%. If you save, cool. And to your elements, the gap should be 10 pixels. So like this, I also receive some gap. It can be a more. It totally relies like how you want. And I also want that when I hover over these items, it should behave something like there should be something. For example, let's check if it works. Let's give it a color of red. Color of red. It works, right? You can see this effect. It works like a charm. And also, I want cursor to be pointers. That means my fingers, this little mouse transition should be there. Okay, so this transition is there. Now, instead of the color, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a background color of black and color of white. So let's quickly format our document and let's see. That's great. I want a padding of, let's say, 12 pixels. Okay. This I will try to solve this thing. Okay, we can give a good animation as well, but for now, let's simply keep this thing, right? So 5 pixels is also sufficient, I guess. That totally relies on how much space you give so that you see this thing. Okay, that's my own bit of personal touch. Yeah, you can then add a transition. Okay, transition can be there. Okay, transform transition. If you see CSS, if you want to learn CSS and all those things, those are also available. But for now, I will leave like this. There are so many things what you can learn, okay, but that's not a CSS course. That's a totally we that's a course for Angular beginners who want to see how Angular behaves and how you work in normal Angular life. Again, there will be a separate Angular 17 course, but for now, that's what you have. Okay. So coming back to this, you can do it something like you want everything to transition in 2 seconds. So you see, and you can also specify that it should be how ease in is ease out should be. So ease in, and if you leave, yeah. So I can keep it 1 second, I guess. You see this effect, and obviously border radius should be 50%. Then it will give you a nice circle look. Okay, let's just format this file a bit. You see this thing? You see this animation? It really looks cool to me. Now, if you want some other thing, it can be okay. You can definitely check this out. You can check whatever you want. You can do whatever kind of thing you want, but this feels a good. Okay, it can be point 0.4. That totally that's your styles. How you want to deal, you can totally do how you want to do this thing. You can also then have a box shadow, like 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 2 pixels, black. Okay, but here you can also play with its how dark it should look like. So now if I can just increase you should, I think you can see a shadow over here. So that's the effect how you give it. You can see the effect over here. Yeah. So all of these things really shines. You see this effect, right? You should see this. It really looks good whenever I hover. Okay. Cool. So this was our menu item, how you deal with this. And I think if I can just, yeah, I think I should keep this aspect ratio for our development so that we can enjoy each and every bit. And to the gap, I will give a more gap to this. That's my own personal style, what I have applied. Feel free to use yours, okay? Um, and then we have these boxes and all of those things. So definitely step by step, we will try to achieve each and everything. But now I would really like to end this video over here. So coming towards the end of this video, what I really want to share is anyone can learn anything, okay? Anyone can learn anything in life. There's no absolute problem. Just what I want is support from you. I have prepared so many videos in technologies, and I'm always trying from a side of my learnings, my masterate. Okay, I'm doing a double masterate. I love to study. So I'm also doing MBA. I'm also having my job. I'm also trying to teach uh, offline and online all what I can do. And I'm also taking out time for the family. And also I'm also taking time for my community on YouTube. So definitely try to support. I have huge plans in different technologies, different courses, but definitely the purpose of all these courses is to share the knowledge as much as possible in in this nation. So definitely I will thanks for watching and I will now see you in the next one.